Buongiorno ragazzi, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we have a quite in-depth scissors tutorial and then obviously a taper tutorial as well. So it's going to be a full haircut. If you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure you like it and subscribe, because I tell you, you may pick a lot of things up from this video. So I'm going to start off by dampening the hair to the point where it's thoroughly wet. So with the comb, we're going to see where the head rounds off to make our first section, and we're going to section it just from behind the ear, and where the head, where the comb comes off to the head, that's where we're gonna take our section. And we're going to see where it rounds off again. As you can see, I put my finger and I take my section across to the recession point. So that's how we create a box section. Because the head is quite round, we're going to do a square section, because this will counteract and make the haircut, it will complement the haircut a lot better by building a squarer shape. And then we're going to take a first section, a diagonal section, which is going to allow us and help us to blend into the taper a little bit better. Instead of it being just like a really bulky taper with a lot of weight, we do the triangular section to remove the weight, and it also adds a bit of flow to it as well. So as you can see, when I put my comb in, I go from underneath and I'm pulling the comb first. I'll show you in this section here. I pull the comb first, so the comb, I'm just doing it to grip it from the top, but look, the comb does all the travelling. And I pull it out triangular, and as I'm cutting it, I'm chipping in, because I want to create a nice, soft and textured haircut. So this is my apprentice, and I'm walking him through the haircut at the same time. I didn't have my mic. I was going to use it to do a live commentary tutorial, but I didn't actually have my mics, so I couldn't do it, which is a shame, but it would have been a great video, because I was going into a lot of depth on this haircut. So you're just going to get the half depth haircut this time, but you'll still learn a lot from this video. But as you can see, the blend already is looking a lot better, and the flow is looking a lot better. But I section the fringe out, because I don't want to remove any weight from the fringe as of yet, because I don't know what the fringe is going to be sitting like. Cole's hair is quite, it's thick, but it's also, the density of it is thick, but then the hair type is quite fine. So onto the other side, repeating the same process. And this side, you may find you've always got one side that is easier and one side that's harder. So you may find this side harder. In this type of cutting method, I actually find this side easier, because your back of your knuckles are onto the head. So this method is called forward graduation. Because the hair is going forward, I'm going to be cutting it forward. So we're going to go from a long to short. And like I said, always going underneath, using the fine tooth of my comb. Just allows me to grip the hair a lot better. And if the camera wasn't, I was just explaining to Cole here, if the camera wasn't in the way, I'd usually take a step to the side, which will allow me to create a triangular section a lot better. But because the camera was there, it was genuinely, it was all on my hands doing all the work. But it's just easier to create that triangular shape. You can see if you go from the top, you almost end up over directing it and a little bit too much. So that's why I always recommend going from the bottom. And I'm going to be leaving that section. You can see I'm angling out. My hair is in the way. My bad. So now take a section through the middle and we'll split it. As you can see, when I'm splitting it, the comb is still in the hair, which allows me to get rid of the hair a bit easier. And then we're just going to section it. And when I do section it through the middle, I'm aiming for the nose. I'm looking at the nose. Is it in the middle of the nose and the monobrow? So here I'm going to be taking another triangle sections. You can do this in two ways, but I was doing it just in one. You can take another section and then do a triangle and then take another section. I'll show you in another video next time, but this time I'm doing a whole section and I'm just taking another triangular section, which is this now allowing me to connect it into the sides, the top into the sides. And as you can see, I'm always brushing it down, making sure that it's worked. And look, comb first, comb creates a triangular section, and then we cut. And we just connect it into the sides, that initial graduation that we set at the start. So I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, by the way. This was recorded during the Christmas week. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go check me out on Instagram. I've been doing vlogs to show you guys how busy it can really get for a busy barber. I've been absolutely manic. The hours that I've done and the amount of haircuts I've done, it's been crazy. So I'm currently having 2 days off. The time I'm recording this video, I couldn't even tell you. The time I'm recording this video is the 26th of December. I spent all day yesterday editing on Christmas Day this video, and now I'm doing the voiceover. But go check out my Instagram. I'm thinking about doing vlogs for YouTube as well, so let me know. Comment down below if you think I should. I'm really thinking about it. I think it's good to showcase the journey on what I'm doing and what I've got planned for the year as well. And guys, if you are not ready for 2025 and you've got all these plans for 2025, I suggest you start them now. Get 10 steps ahead of everyone else. Start them now. So onto the top, we're going to be taking a profile section. I realised that it wasn't as big enough as I needed it to be, so I resectioned it again. So we'll do a profile section. I said to Cole during his haircut, I said the preparation is key. So making sure that your sections are neat, yeah. When you pick up the hair, it's neat, because that will determine the outcome of the haircut. So I'm going to take a profile section. I took the profile section also towards the back of the crown, and I'm just explaining to Cole here that I'm following the shape of his head, and how I'm following the shape of his head is using the comb. So when I pick the hair up, the comb will determine the shape of his head. And then we're going to bring it all square towards the top, and at the back of his head we will follow the shape of his head. And we're always chipping it, because this is going to be a very, very textured haircut. Me explaining the types of techniques that we can use. If you want to see a live commentary one, I'm more than happy to do one. Just let me know. So I'm explaining to Cole, if we follow the shape of his head towards his fringe, we may remove too much weight by rounding it off. And if we keep it more square, like so, we'll retain that weight. And if we need to remove the weight towards the end of the haircut, we can always just chip in and remove the weight. I didn't record the back, which I mistakenly done, but if we're going to follow the back, we'll just split the profile section down the middle, and we'll just follow the shape of his head around the crown. So now we're going to split that profile section down the middle, and we're going to take square sections across the head, and when the head starts rounding off, we're going to remove that corner, and we're going to soften it. We're going to repeat the same process on the other side. I don't think I recorded the other side because this video would have been about 2 hours long if I was going to record the whole thing. So now adding a bit of separation by scissor slicing through the crown and the top. This creates, you'll see at the end result, the nice separation in the hair that we get. And you can also do this with thinners. Just frees up the hair to be able to move a lot better. So you see the separation we've already got in the top. It's looking nice. I'm going to do the same thing again with scissors. Thinning scissors, sorry. Add a bit of sea salt spray because in this on this haircut we will be doing the majority of the styling now, just so when it comes to adding products at the end, it's going to be a lot easier for us because his hair's very, very straight. It's not the majority of it has to be done while it's wet, so we're going to set it in that beta state. I'm just working the sea salt in. So first things first, we're just going to blow dry the crown in the center point, so we know, and we've got the crown sitting how it wants to sit. And then once you've got it dry, we're going to rough dry the top until we get it to like a 30% dampness, and then we're going to start manipulating the hair to how we want it to sit. So currently out of focus, my bad, but we've got the round brush and we're blasting that fringe so we get a nice flick at the end. We're blasting the fringe with hot air, and then once it's sitting how we want it to sit, we're going to dry it, we're going to set it with cold air. So this will basically close the cuticles and you'll have a longer lasting styled hair. A lot of barbers don't usually do this, so I highly recommend it. If you don't, start trying it. It will help you out a lot. diffuser and just have a little play with it. Look at all that texture we put in. It's sitting lovely. So now onto the taper. We're going to start off by shaping up the C-cup edges. So then we can initiate, is initiate the word? Or we can see where and how much darkness we want to leave in this taper. I'm going to go for a curved taper. And when I'm removing this bolt, I'm using the corners, and I'm already like kind of chipping into the taper with the corners at the start, just to create a softer blend. So 0.5 guard, and this whole method is just solely using corners. 0.5 guard closed, and look how I'm using the corners. I'm kind of like chipping in with the corner of my blade. And once we've done the 0.5 guard, we're going to go open blade, and we're just going to remove some of that colour. I'm going to slowly close the no blade until we've removed that bottom line. But you'll be able to see in a minute, the blend that we've got already is beautiful. Now with the one guard open, same method applies. We're working up and we're using the corners. We're going to work our way down until we've blended our one guard into our 0.5. If you guys are enjoying this tutorial, please make sure you give it a like, and make sure you comment on the method that you would have done for this haircut, because I'm more than happy to try new methods out. So now with a 1.5 guard, same method applies. We're using our corners to create that next guideline, and then we're going to work our way down with that. And the graduation that we've set, if it's finger length, like hugging the head, it should usually, the best guard to blend in with should usually be a 4 guard. So we're going to go up until we're 4. Same with the 2. We're literally, look, we're just using our corners. We're like feathering this taper, we're feathering it up. And now with the thinner every comb, look how I'm using the point of the thinner. I'm not going in at a square angle, I'm going in with the point of my thinners. And we're just softening that blend. Because I don't want to remove too much colour, because I'm liking the colour blend into the taper. So we're on to the second side now. I'm going to be on this side. If you just want to sit and watch, then turn me down. But I'm just going to be talking to you guys about 2025, the plans for 2025 for this YouTube channel, and even just for myself. So in 2025, I don't know if you guys have seen, if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me, because I post daily on there, and you can see most of my daily routine, my daily life on Instagram. So on the 1st of February of 2025, I am opening a new shop on my own. I am currently in a partnership, which I am leaving because I think it's the next step for me now. I've been in a partnership for 7 years, and it's time for me to expand and grow. And also for the lads that are coming with me, I think they're in the same position as me, where they just feel like they're plateauing, and the next step for them is to make more money. And with the knowledge that I've gained over these past 7 years, I think I am going to be able to help them guys become a 6-figure barber pretty much, because at the minute I am trying to reinvest every penny, and I mean every penny, into my future, and also into my business, because my business is my future. And eventually it gets to a point where two people aren't on the same page, and two people can't be on the same page. You have to make sacrifices and decisions that are very, very hard, but they have to be done. So I have a new shop coming in 2025, and I'm also looking to create a barber school, which will not just showcase barbering videos and tutorials, because I already upload these for free on YouTube, which I'm not doing this for the money. I'm here to bring a whole new community to the barbering game, because I feel like all it is that barbers feel like they can do now is just go to work and cut hair. But the reality of it is, if you really want to become that 6-figure barber, the things that you have to do behind the scenes that no one talks about, no one tells you about, it's hard work. But I'm going to show you guys how that all works, and how to be more efficient, skip the processes that I've been through, trial and error in these things that haven't worked and that have worked. And I've picked out these things, and I know what works now, and I'm ready to give that knowledge out. Just like I've been cutting hair for 9 years, and I'm now showcasing my knowledge on cutting hair. But in the barbering, if you want to become that 6-figure barber, it's not just about cutting hair. It's about dealing with clients, how to deal with clients, your health and well-being, how to be the healthiest you can be and the most optimal you can be. And also these processes of, if you do videos, what you're trying to gain from these videos, how you're trying to reach new people in these videos, because people can copy you and do the videos that you're doing, but if they don't know the reason of why they're doing these videos and why they're doing certain content, what they're trying to gain from certain content, it means nothing. So I'm going to tell you guys and show you guys the steps that you can miss, and the steps that you have to go through, because at the end of the day, ultimately, these are the things that I've done. I know what works and I know what doesn't work. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. And if you have any questions, I mean by all means any questions, even if you just want to have a chat about business, even if you just want to have a chat about life, hit me up. I'm here. So they're my plans for the 2025. That's one of my plans. And I want to get them two done. And once they're done, then I'll go into step 2 of my plans. But for now, I'm solely focusing on them. And you'll know, and you'll see once it's done, you'll be like, yeah, he's done it, he's doing it, right, what's next? But if you are struggling and you've got a bit of a question mark above your head, let's say that you're unsure what you want to do in 2025, where you feel like you want to be going, honestly guys, just hit me up. I'll help you I'll help you find a path that is for you. But ultimately, me opening my new shop was God's plan. It was meant to be, and He was telling me, I am ready to do this. You are ready to do this, and I'm doing it. I had the courage, I had the grit in me to go ahead and just go and do it. But I'm super, super excited for 2025. It's been a long time coming. But yeah, so make sure you follow me on Instagram to see the journey, let's say. And even on YouTube, I'm going to be starting to vlog soon, I think if there's something that you guys want to see more of, make sure you hit me up. comment down below, let me know what other videos you want to see, because ultimately look guys, YouTube takes a lot of time. This video took me 2 hours to record because I have to change the camera angle, and even then I'm still out of focus here and there, and I'm trying to create the perfect YouTube video, which is very hard. But it's going to be sick to look back on in a couple of years time. Once I've mastered it all, it'll be like, fuck you know, where you started and where you've come, where you've ended up. It's going to be, I'm just so excited, man. And I think that's why it's great to do vlogging, and it's great to do YouTube, because you can just one day look back and be like, that's what I did to get to the point I'm at. That's what I've done to do what I've got in this day and age. Like, so it's all a journey. But now we're on the top. I'm doing some really, really deep texture. So just trust the process. Just have a little bit of fun, man. When it comes to longer lengths hair, have a little bit of fun. Try different things, do techniques, because that's the only way you're gonna learn at the end of the day. So just have a bit of fun. But look at the flow on the side. Look how much tighter the side of his head is now sitting compared to how it was at the start. And look at the texture and the separation we've got. It looks beautiful, man, beautiful. So we're just gonna add a bit of powder and a bit of wax, matte clay. I'm just gonna roughen his hair up. Look at all that texture, man. So much. It looks awesome. Look at the flow. The flow is beautiful. Finishing touches, falling out the taper, just so it lasts a bit longer. And then we're gonna have a little bit. Anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to let me know what you want to see in the new videos, and just ultimately so I know that you're enjoying it and you're learning some knowledge out of these videos. But damn, that haircut looks good, and I'm very, very happy with the flow. The scissor work's looking beautiful, the tapers are looking clean. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao ragazzi.